Hello, hello, hello. What is up, my normies and non normies? I know it's been a while, especially on a live. I have not been on here in a long time. But I got in the mood today. I got a little inspired. Like, I went on the Wisdom app earlier this morning. I know I've mentioned it to you guys before. It's an app where I was invited to go and I guess put my podcast over there as well so I can talk to people. And I love whenever I do talk to them because I feel like they get a whole different side of me than everybody else does. Um, I kind of like the platform too, just the way it's set up. But I had a really like a 3 hour and some change conversation on there. And I'm going to tell you guys what the topic was about. So I was going through my YouTube, right? Because I was trying to make sure that, my views are going up and I'm not struggling with them going down type ordeal. So, because it happens to me sometimes, they just go down out of nowhere and I'd be like, what the fudge is going on? But, anyways, and I remember a podcast that I recorded where I said I was like, mad because my preschooler, like I was, my preschooler, I was mad because what my preschooler told me, I think is what the topic was or something like that, whatever. Um, and looking at that video when I was going through my content, Jazz. Oh, I was looking through my video. Yeah, she liked it. When I was going through my content, and I was like, bro, I'm selfish. I was like, I'm very selfish. As a parent, like, and when I say selfish, I mean selfish in a good way. Like, I mean selfish as in I don't like sharing my kids. Like that type of selfish is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about as in like I come before my child or like what I'm saying, I'm more important than my child or anything like that. Like I'm just saying it in a sense of I don't like sharing my kids. I really don't. Like I noticed that even though every mom needs, time off or whatever, but everything that I've been through in my life, it has been with my kids. Like my kids have been my day ones. Like they have been there through thick and thin, through everything. Like the only ones that have survived through everything. So I'm like one of those selfish parents. I don't want to share. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're dad. I don't care who your grandma. I don't care if your auntie, uncle, cousin, whoever. I just don't want to share. So I found that to be really hilarious that I just like for the first time really realized that about myself. But I was also happy that I even realized it in the first place because you feel me? It could have just been whatever. But I acknowledged it and I just started laughing. I'm like, bro, let me just go on the wisdom map and let me just talk about this. I said, because this is just hilarious. Like, how can I be selfish with my kids? Like, why am I selfish with my kids? They drive me up the wall. Okay. And I don't know if you guys have listened to my podcast before or not. I don't know if you guys have heard my story before or not. So for those who have, and if you're listening, my bad, but I'm gonna treat it like I don't know who's on the other side of this record. It's not even recording on the other side of this live. So I'm gonna go from the beginning. So hi, how you doing? My name is Lynette, and I am 42 years old, and I have mental health. I PTSD, bipolar, depression, anxiety, chronic pain, um, postpartum. I feel like I'm missing a diagnosis. I really do feel I'm suicidal, homicidal. I feel like I'm missing one, but whatever. I'm not going to dwell on it. And I also have two high functioning autistic children who also have mental health, who are also suicidal, who are also homicidal. And I have a happy, healthy 4-year-old who has so far, knock on wood. Hold on, let me find some wood somewhere. I guess I'm going to have to use my head because I can't see no wood at this moment. Oh, the window's so dumbass. So she hasn't shown anything. All my kids have shown stuff by this point. So I'm hoping that it just means that she's just a healthy one out of the bunch and didn't get any of the genetics from her dad or myself because we both have stuff going on. And we live in a motel. These last 4 years, almost 4 years, have not been kind to us. I'm also ending up in a wheelchair. So I can only walk short distance, and this happened overnight. One minute I was walking, and the next minute I was not. And 911 was called because I couldn't move my whole body. Like the whole entire thing was paralyzed. Um, I have no straight answers. I've only seen two neurologists, and one says it could be the mental health. The other one put it down as paraplegia, um, but never gave me an actual, diagnosis or answer to my face. It was just put on my record. Right now, we are struggling big time to survive. Um, I only have income of SSI from my son, SSI from my daughter, and my son does not get a full payment because of child support, but child support does not come in all the time. It comes in whenever his daddy feel like it want to come in. What else am I forgetting? Oh, I got certified in June, so I'm a life coach. And I'm in the process of getting the health and life coach certification from a different institute. I'll be done with that one. I'm hoping by the middle of September because it depends when I'm done with my practice clients. Each program had a different requirement, so I was able to finish the life coach for the other program quicker than I was able to finish the health and life coach for this one. But my niche is life coach for parents. And I was gonna do it life coach for parents with mental illness, you feel me? Because that's what my platform is. And everything that I always hashtag and all that, I always include parenting with mental illness. But as a paraprofessional and as head toddler teacher and a head preschool teacher, I have a lot of knowledge that can just help parents. Period. Doesn't matter if you have mental health or not. So I didn't want to just limit myself to my community. I wanted to expand my horizons as well. Plus, my community, like, let's be honest, the mental health community is not a kind one all the time. We're kind of difficult to deal with sometimes. If you're like me, you don't like questions, you get triggered. I had to learn how to be okay with being coached because I had to go through the process myself before taking my certification. So I had to learn with being okay with being coached. Like, I had to learn with being okay with being asked questions, but I only am okay with it in certain scenarios. In other scenarios, I still struggle with it and there's still a trigger. And that's because since I have three in my household that have mental health, I have to answer all the questions over and over again 3 times. And that's frustrating and annoying. Hey, boo boo. Finished. Good job. That's frustrating and annoying. So, like, it triggers me because I'm reopening my wounds every single time I have to answer a question. Okay. Or every single time. Bev, are you going to finish what you were doing? Okay. Okay. Or every single time. Sorry, you guys, but I'm trying to get my house in order. And I also coach my daughter. So I'm coaching my oldest autistic one, she's 20. And I'm supposed to be coaching my son too. But I realized that even though I can distinguish my hats and separate them, be coach or be mom, I am not both when I'm doing it. There's no way that I'll be able to coach both of them at the same time. I'll lose my shits. Like to have to deal with them as their mom and then deal with them as their coach, man, together at the same time, please, child. I'm asking for a lot. My household is already crazy as it is now. Like the wheelchair don't help. I can't get up and do things like I used to don't help. And I'm a very independent person. So the one thing I still have not been able to process yet is my wheelchair. So I don't speak a whole bunch on it. I touch bases sometimes because I'm not there yet. And I don't want to push somebody to be okay with something that I'm still not okay with. Like, that's just doesn't make any sense to me. That's just like retarded. But that's just my personal opinion. Um, what else? Hold on. I'm going to change the song. I'm not feeling none of these songs right now. No, I'm gonna go back to my other song that I had. No, I don't care about Living Nobody. Can I just go? Oh, I like this song. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all. I'm not trying to have it where you guys can hear it, but I'm trying to have it so I can hear it for my entertainment. If y'all hear and enjoy it, that's cool on y'all, but this is for my entertainment to keep my mood and my mentals focused and together. Because I noticed the other day when I did a little experimental that when I have a little background music, my ADHD allows me to actually stay on topic longer. And I don't get sidetracked. I was on this joint this morning for like 3 hours. But anyways, so yeah, I brought that conversation up on the Wisdom app and I was like, hey, while I was talking to them, and expressing my stuff, y'all really need to download them and check them out. And if you do, look for me. It's under my biological name. Look at me calling it biological and shit. My government name, Lynette Hernandez, and that's Linnette Hernandez with Z at the end. Um, but yeah, so look it up. You'll find all my previous conversations on there as well, so you guys can binge listen to me. Hey man, how you doing? You guys can binge listen to me if you want to on the Wisdom app. But like I said, it's a different platform, a different atmosphere. But yeah, I was on there and I was like, yo, I'm really a selfish parent. Like I never realized I don't like sharing my kids. And then while I was talking to them and telling them all of that, I realized that I don't give you guys as much love as I should, and that's just definitely not okay. Like, I really don't give you guys the amount of love that I should. Like, you guys came before the Wisdom Map, so how the Wisdom Map gonna get much love? Mind you, they're not getting a whole bunch, so don't get all jelly yet, okay? Keep that jelly in your belly, all right? Because all they getting is about like a one chat a week, if that. They probably get one every 2 weeks, you feel me? But they still getting more than y'all, and that's just not right. I cannot be neglecting one platform for another one. That is just not cool. You know what I'm saying? So I say, you know what? If I give the Wisdom Map 3 hours today, man, I got to give my podcast something. You know what I'm saying? And then I was going to record it. Then I thought about it. And I thought hard. And I was like, the whole reason why I'm paying a monthly payment on this platform is so I can go live. Why pay it if I'm not going to go live? For that, I might as well go back to Anchor and just call it a day and just for free. Like, so here I am, chit-chatting with y'all, and I can't do lives. Lives are not my thing. I think I've come to this realization. Lives are not my thing. I might be having to switch my platform so I don't have to pay, because lives are not my thing. Like, in the Wisdom app, it's live, and I can do that. I don't know why, but when it comes to you guys, it's like, I don't know. I can't go live. I get tongue twisted and brain twisted, and I don't know. It's weird, but I, my vibration and everything is feeling good. So I was like, I'm gonna try it, and here I am. But I can't keep knocking something and say it's not gonna work if I'm also not putting my foot forward to attempt to do it. And like two of my coaches say, Stacy and Carrie, gotta try things at least 10 times. You feel me? Gotta try at least 10 times, and even then, you still gotta keep on trying, because sometimes it just takes 20 times or 30 times for you to get it and be good at it, or understand it, or grasp it, or be okay with it, or whatever it is that you need to do with it, okay? So, and we're so quick to give up. We're always so quick to give up. We as a race be like, as a human race, we be like, yo, it's too hard. Nah, I'm Gucci. I'm not doing it. Oh, you want me to do what? Oh, nah, I'm Gucci. I'm not doing it. Think about it. When you go apply for a job, right? And they ask you, do you have any questions for me? Normally the questions are, how much is it an hour? And then you want to know what you have to do in that time frame. You feel me? What they require you to accomplish. And if that task sounds a little too long and you feeling like them coins ain't matching that task, you're not going to go for it. You're not going to take that job. You're going to try to find something else where the task ain't so long, but the coins are better. You feel me? Like, that's just the way society is. We don't want to do nothing tough. Nobody wants to do anything tough. So with a little bit of limited income that we have, and we're barely making ends meet, to pay the motel, and we're barely making ends meet to just survive. That's why I became the life coach certification, because I was like, dude, if I'm on these platforms already, like, being transparent, putting my life out there on YouTube and showing, what's really going on, and how it is inside this household, and how it looks inside this household, and things like that, and telling people if I can still hold myself accountable and not commit suicide and still be here on this earth, and I'm going through this and back with all the odds against me, and I'm still surviving, then boo, you can survive too. My personal opinion. If you don't like it, that's cool. You don't have to like it. You can take it, you can leave it, that's straight. It don't matter. But that's still my personal opinion. You feel me? That's still where I stand at. And that's where I'm gonna stand at. So I don't know what to tell you. Man. Nope, I don't want to continue as Lynette Hernandez. There we go. I want to continue as Goldie02. I don't go on Twitter much. But if I want these lives to work, I gotta do the footwork, right? Didn't I just say that? I just clearly said you gotta put in the work. So I'm putting in the work. And I'm going to advertise, you feel me, my live right now so that I can have more people. I don't know why I did that. That was like retarded. So, but anyways, I don't be on Twitter much, but if y'all want to, follow me or whatever, make me feel important, make me feel special, make me feel loved, it's Goldie02, GOLDY02. Yes, Google. Can you what? Yes, you may. Thank you for asking.
Did you ask me about
the popsicle? She's gonna get the popsicle.
no?
Why?
But I just did a whole bunch of garbage.
Oh, you gotta wait, boo boo. Give it a.
Some little things.
Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Give it a second, boo boo. You gotta stay over on this side. Don't go over there. Let Sissy get it, okay?
You also had my least favorite creatures in here too.
How? Huh?
I don't know, but I know they did now.
Bro, my OCD about to go off the roof, y'all.
Your OCD, I'm about to have a panic attack over.
Like, this joint is just becoming too much, man. It's too much. My life is just... Ooh, child, let me sip some coffee. Listen.
I had to deal with it while you were gone.
These legs, man, have made my life hard. If I could have my legs back, we would be okay. But I don't have my legs right now. And they're not playing nice, and they don't want to play nice, and I ain't got no answers either. And it is annoying. Like, oh my God, is it? It's like so annoying, it ain't even funny. But, yeah, like, I don't know, y'all. My life is just everywhere. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask right now. Y'all can follow me. I don't want notifications. Can I just skip this for now? Can you just post my tweet? I just want to post my tweet. Thank you. Thank you so much for letting me post my tweet. I appreciate you. It was so kind of you. Thank you. Thank you, internet. Anyways, don't pay me no mind, y'all. Y'all just, if y'all listening, if there's anybody out there actually listening, and if anybody want to come and chit chat or talk or whatever, hit me up on one of the socials and I'll copy the link and I'll send it to y'all. You feel me? So y'all can come and chit chat with me. Like, I'm down. Come on, let's make it happen. You feel me? Let's have a conversation. Let's socialize. Let's get to know each other. You feel me? If you stop by, hop on and say what's up. If you just listening, like I said, I'll send you the link and come on and let's chit chat. Like, why not? What's it gonna hurt? Hey, I probably can give you a free coaching session right now on the live. You said what? Okay. Right now on the live, like, you feel me? You know? No, I'm just saying. I'm just inviting y'all to chill with me. Come chill with me. Come vibe with me. Come talk with me. I would say come smoke with me, but I mean, if I could pass it through the airways, I would. But I can't. So I'm just going to smoke over here with my kid. You feel me? Because her autism is off right now. Oh, this is my song, y'all. This is my song. I'm sorry. Hold on. Ooh. I guess my fantastic, my spark. Congratulations to you. And here's what you got, girl. Don't worry about me. That you don't have me, yeah. Have your fun now. But what goes around comes around. Worry about me. Sorry, y'all know I can't sing, but it's my favorite. Happy, yeah. I didn't expect the song to come on. Have your fun now. Around comes around. When you said that you could have somebody better, and I can't even lie to you. It really fucked my head up. I've been looking in the mirror myself. like someone else. Not Instagram. Was you didn't know my words? Maybe loved me first. Of course, you should have loved you first. Everybody needs to love themselves first. You can't expect somebody else to love you the way you want to be loved if you don't love yourself. It's called karma, mama. I can't because I'm recording. I mean, I'm not recording. I'm on live. Why do I keep forgetting it's live and not a recording? See, that's why I had to apologize to y'all. Because if I was recording, I would applaud y'all suckers, jammed to my music, sung it like I could sing, even though I know I can't sing. But I would have acted like I could sing. You feel me? It was just to myself. But I'm not about to blow y'all eardrums. I'm just not gonna do that to y'all. Like, I'm gonna have courtesy and respect for y'all eardrums. My daughter's not, though, as y'all can hear. She's not. But I am. Oh my God, this is my song. I gotta listen to it one more time. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, I gotta listen to it. This just explains all three of my relationships with all three of these kids' fathers.
Why did you get to say Simba?
Facts. All the times that I held y'all niggas when y'all niggas was crying, I ain't tell nobody else I was crying though. I kept that to myself. Until now. Is what you got now. You ain't gotta worry about me. That you're unhappy, yeah. And have your fun now. Remember what goes around comes around. Don't worry about me. You're so unhappy, yeah. And then have your fun now.
Can I say that, Mom?
When your round comes up. Thank you for asking, boo boo. Yo. Anyways, back to y'all. Let me just get out this song, yo. Ooh, I don't think so. I didn't give it to her. Wasn't wheeling my ass over there. She thought I was gonna wheel my behind all day over there. It's too much clothes. My wheelchair would have gotten stuck because she's trying to separate the clothes. Like, nah, I ain't gonna put myself through that. You crazy? And I was not gonna try to walk it either because then if I bust my ass, then what? My daughter must have forgot. You know, she just must have amnesia for a second there. But don't worry about me. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I'm fucking with y'all ears. This is just my song. What goes around comes around. Don't worry about me. Hear that you're unhappy, yeah. And I'm not your friend now. You hear my daughter trying to sing, y'all? She don't even know the song. But she over here trying to sing like she know the song. That's my 4-year-old. Yeah, you, boo-boo. You want to say hi? You can say hi. It's the podcast. You say what's up? We're just chilling over here, you guys. Like I said, I wanted to give y'all love. Because that's another song. I wanted to give y'all love. Since I don't get to, give y'all much love like that. I be trying to not have any distractions around me, so I really just be trying to, I don't know, do life, I guess. But I gotta be a little more consistent with you guys. I gotta provide a little more love. I can't just be neglecting y'all. And like I said before, when I was doing the because when I was doing like I said, the Wisdom app, I realize I really don't spend that much time. Like, for real, I don't even record like that. Like, it's like everything that I've been going through lately with, getting to relearn myself all over again because of my mental health and how everything's changing because of the growth that I'm making from the coaching and stuff. Yes, boo boo. No, please leave my nail stuff alone. Thank you. I told you before that's for the business, not for the toys. So. Mom. Lyrical, you're sidetracking me. Can you please stop? Like, I can't type this up to post this and talk to you and talk to the live. Like, I know I'm good with multitasking, kid, but like, you just asking a little too much out this ADHD today. Like, you asking for way too much out this ADHD, talking about some answer you and type what I'm typing so I can share the darn. But man, listen, I'm good, but I ain't that good. Like, I ain't that good. Like, I'm be honest. I can multitask. Yeah, I can in my head. Like, I can do a lot in my head at the same time that I'm talking and stuff like that. But when you asking me to answer questions and talk and type, man, that's too much. My brain be like, listen here, woman. Listen here. Okay, and honestly, my brain be like, if I'm keeping it blunt with y'all, since I did say this was explicit, my brain be like, listen, bitch, let me tell you something. Sit your little fucking ass down and chill the fuck out because you're just doing too motherfucking much right now. And then my ass gotta sit there and look at my brain and be like, really, bitch? That's just how you gonna talk to me? Like, no respect and no love. And then the brain gonna be back like, bitch, I be trying to tell you shit. I be giving you warnings. I be sending you shit. I deliberately make you forget shit so that we don't have to go through this shit. But no, do you let it go? No, you keep holding on to shit. So I'm in shit. You feel me? My life is it's not shit. Don't get me wrong. I got shit going on, but I've learned to roll with the punches and use all that negativity into positiveness. You feel me? I've learned to not let the situation define who I am. And to keep it a buck with you, it's an amazing feeling. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's an amazing feeling because I no longer care about what the world thinks. You feel me? I accept me for who I am. Like, I accept me with all flaws and everything. Like, I don't see myself to be. Lyrical, I'm trying to record. I mean, I'm in the live. Please stop. Or move away with all of that. Don't be right here where the microphone is. And this right here is another reason why I don't do lives. Because my OCD and how things are supposed to be, like, I know that I'm not supposed to have this kid in the background interrupting my flow. Like, that's just not supposed to happen. But yet, does it happen? Yes, it does. Why wouldn't it? Because guess what? We live in a motel. And unfortunately, we are a limited space, and I have to do what I gotta do. Like, and this is what it is. If I want to be able to post like I said I was going to, and if I want to be able to, continue keep my word, then I gotta do it, even if she's around. Like, it is what it is. Like, I don't know what to tell you. All right, I'm almost done being sidetracked with y'all. I'm sorry. I'm literally, honestly, just killing time here so I can post all this stuff. You're being loud while I'm on a live, and the microphone is right here. You're not gonna respect me. I'm not gonna respect you. It goes two ways. Thank you. Like, Lyric, I'm not gonna keep dishing respect. The way that I raise is, man, listen, you guys. The way that I raise my kids, I raise them like little people. I give them the respect because they deserve respect. But if you're not finna respect me, I'm not finna respect you back. Point blank. Period. I don't demand them to respect me because I'm their mother. I don't demand them to respect me because I gave birth to them. I don't do none of that. I literally will respect them just because they're little people. They're just like us. The only difference is they're trying to grow up to get to where we are so they can figure out what they're doing with themselves in lives. That's in life. That's it. So I'm a big thing. My respect, man. Listen, you want to get my bipolar to go at 1,000 real quick? Disrespect me real fast, or disrespect my seeds real fast. Disrespect me or my seeds real quick. I don't care about anybody else. Well, that's not true. Anybody that I do love. Oh man, I forgot to turn the candle on again. I'm sorry, abuela. Anyways, sorry, you guys. I just looked up and realized I didn't do my morning candle for the Ángel de la Guardia, which is the guardian angel that I started to light back up again next to my grandmother who passed away so that she can watch over us. But sorry, that just literally sidetracked everything that I was saying because I'm really upset that I forgot to turn the candle on. This is the second day in a row that I forget to turn this candle on. How can I build my routine if I am not on my routine? So Lynette, get your shit together. Sorry, you guys, I gotta talk to myself real quick. Hold on. Get your shit together. And I don't care if tomorrow's Sunday and it's your day off. Nah, let me be realistic. Tomorrow's Sunday is my day off. It's not gonna happen tomorrow. So be realistic with yourself. What you tell people, be realistic. Keep it transparent. Keep it a buck. Keep it honest. Don't lie, right? So don't lie to yourself. Somebody broke one of my discs to my planner. Bro, I can't have nothing for it to be mine. This planner was, you know what, Lynette, get back on focus. Back on track. Back on track. This is what happens when I forget things. I get really upset with myself, and then it starts to throw everything else off. I don't know if I just noticed a change in my demeanor, noticed a change in just period, because right now I'm really upset with myself. I really forgot to light this candle. Like, I'm trying to get back on my positive routine. I'm trying to continue the growth that I've made. I'm not trying to fall back in old habits that kept me in the dark and kept me stuck. I'm trying to, no. Nope, I refuse. On Monday, we will be on point. Back on point. I will be on point. I will be back on point. I will be on point. I will be back in my routine. Yes, Lord. Sunday is supposed to be my day off. So Sundays are the only day that I really try not to do nothing. Not even the coaching work, nothing. Like, I try to just chill. Whether it be watch movies or just chill. Like, the kids are always next to me, so just chill. So I know it's not going to happen tomorrow, so Monday. So I'm going to need somebody over here on the other side of this wave line to hold me accountable. You feel me? And remind my neurological issue self, because I do have neurological issues since I started having a wheelchair issue. And I do have a short-term memory, and then add on the ADHD, the bipolar, the PTSD, the depression, all that don't help. So I'm going to need somebody to hold me accountable on the other side of this wave. And hit me up through a DM. But hold on. Let me give you specific instructions first, okay? I'm not going to set you up for failure. Because if I don't set my own kids up for failure, I'm not going to set you up for failure. I'm not going to let you walk into the lion's den without telling you how to walk into the lion's den. So if you are going to inbox me and be nice and hold me accountable like I'm asking, hit me up with the DM of going podcast and then say what you're going to say. Because if you put podcast in there, I'm going to know it's not another random ass trying to hit on me or get between my legs or whatever. Because I can't do all these darn messages that I get. And honestly, if the first few words that I can see in whatever platform you send me to does not say where you're hitting me from or how you know me or why you're hitting me up, like, pretty much, then if you send me a hello beautiful, hi gorgeous, hey sunshine, I love you, I get all these weird messages, man. It's delete. I'm gonna delete. I may open it by accident because I'm trying to delete it depending on wherever I'm on my phone or on my laptop. But ain't gonna get no response. It'll still get deleted like it never was sent. And that's because the way that my mental health is set up, right? The way that I'm looking at life right now, ain't no man in the past been able to help me, right? And when I say help me, I mean, matter of fact, let me rephrase that. Let me rewind, pause, Lynette. You're saying the wrong thing. Stop. Yeah, but you're exaggerating. That's not a real cough. Don't play me. Because I will tell you about yourself. It wasn't. It was Lyrical Angel Tucson. Who's your mama? So do it look like I'm gonna believe that? All right, so don't play me, please. Thank you. Anyways, and I forgot you're in here in underwear and the window's open. But for what?
I keep doing when I get my into the to my back the professional hotspot. It won't work, and now I can't get the Wi-Fi back on the thing.
It won't turn on at all?
I can't even find my Wi-Fi. And I used to find it through the looking for the personal hotspot name, and now it won't even let me do that.
So did you turn it off and turn it back on?
Yes, a couple of times.
And it's gonna have to. No, I'm talking about turn off the whole iPad. Turn off the whole tablet. I mean, like power it off and power it back on to see if we can reset it that way.
Okay.
But it's gonna need to be charged soon. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to keep my 4-year-old entertained, and she broke her iPad. She broke her sister's iPad. She broke my job phone, and she broke my phone. So I got my phone. No, she broke my phone, and then no, she didn't break my phone. My phone was already acting up. My bad. Thank you, Viva. I'm sorry. Moment of insanity there for a second, y'all. I was giving y'all false information. I did not mean to do that. I was trying to give y'all straight facts, but my facts were apparently, mixed up in my head. But what was I saying?
She broke the.
Okay. Yeah. My phone had an issue already, and I need to call again because my phone still has the same issue it had before, even though they replaced it. But I can't make it to Virginia Beach to go to the Apple store. I don't have a transportation to transport my wheelchair in, and I just don't have a transportation, period. So even though I have insurance through Apple, if I want to be able to keep the iPad with the engravings that I had done when I bought them for their birthday, for her birthday, for Biva's birthday, and then for Lyrical's birthday, and then for Biva in general, because of everything that she does for me. Then I can't mail it to them. I would have to go take it to the actual store. And I never heard this song. And so I don't have no way to get there. So I took money that I didn't have because I really didn't have this money to actually give up. And snap, I really didn't have the money to give up because now how am I going to pay for the coaching program? But I had to do it because I kept giving her my phone to use, and I can't afford for her to break my phone because then I have there's no phone in this room. There's no phone in this motel. That phone's been broke, and they don't have another phone to replace it. So if we ever have an emergency, it's our cell phones that we gotta use. So I couldn't keep giving her my phone because then I can't do nothing that I'm supposed to be doing. And so I had to buy a tablet so that she can at least give everybody a peace of mind instead of constantly being nagging that others are getting to do this and others are getting to do that, but she doesn't have the chance to do it, or she can't do it, or whatever. So I bought a tablet, and now this tablet, it just arrived today, and I'm just about to be real pissed off because I feel like I might have to ask for a refund and send it back, and that means I gotta find another ride to the box, bag the sucker up, and then send it back. It's a lot of work, especially when you're limited on how to move around. Like I said, my life is a struggle, y'all, but I make it work. And if I can make it work, then shit, whoever you are on the other side of this line can make it work too. But like I said, if y'all want to hop on, man, let me know and I'll send y'all the link. You feel me? Y'all can come chit chat with me. We can just chill and vibe. Like I said, I would invite you to smoke. You feel me? But unfortunately, as much as we advance in technology, we still haven't learned how to puff pass through the airwaves. Imagine if we had the ability to actually puff pass through the airwaves. Man, listen. Y'all knuckleheads will be higher than I don't know what. Y'all be like, man, if you ain't a stoner, don't go listen to her podcast, yo, because I finna be going high as heck with her. Because of my chronic pain and my mental health. That's the only way that I can stay, functionable and operatable. My medications, even though I take them every day faithfully, don't get me wrong, they don't do what they supposed to do. But if anybody takes my blood work, you cannot tell me that them suckers are not in my system because I take them suckers. So you can't sit there and tell me that I'm not in compliance because I am. I take them every single day along with my herbal medication. Yep. Sure do. Yep. Yep. I sure do, all day, every day. And mind you, I wasn't like this. I used to smoke randomly here or there, Then after before my last baby, I started smoking a lot more. Than the only way that I was able to eat through my pregnancy, and the only way I was able to get through all the stuff that I dealt with through my pregnancy was smoking, because that was the only thing that kept my mind quiet and stopped my suicidal thoughts. You know what it is to be pregnant with your child and you're already going through postpartum depression because you never had the other postpartum depressions from the other two kids ever dealt with or handled, or you never went to go see nobody for it. So while I was pregnant, I was having severe suicidal thoughts. I was severely depressed, like really bad. I was like, I got during depression, like during. It can't even call postpartum depression because it ain't post. I got during, like it was crazy. Like I had never experienced that before. I never even knew that was possible. Like after I gave birth, that's when like I really realized, dude, I was going through freaking postpartum depression while I was pregnant. Like that shit is scary and that shit is crazy. And then it got 10 times worse after I gave birth. Like I would get behind the wheel and the first thing that would come to my mind is, all right, let's go ram the car to a wall. Or let's go ram the car to a tree. And I'd be like, girl, you know these thoughts are not healthy, right? These thoughts are not normal. These thoughts are not okay. Like you need to go handle this. But no, I thought I was a big girl. You feel me? I thought I had this. I thought I could do this mental health thing without no help. I mean, I was holding on. I was doing pretty good until it went wrong. Until one decision caused madness. And then I had a whole mental breakdown and ended up in a psych ward for the first time in my life. And this was about 2 years ago. 2.5 years ago. Matter of fact, hold on. 2022, I gave birth to her for 2018. Yeah, so it's been 2 years. Two, yeah, about two, yeah, I think 2 or 3 years it's been since then. I know it was after her first birthday. So yeah, so Lyrical's 4 now. So yeah, it has to be 3 years then instead of 2. Um, and I couldn't stay. Like I couldn't stay at the hospital like I was supposed to because my daughter's also suicidal, my oldest. So she was going through her stuff because of where she was left at, for them to watch her. Like we were staying at was supposed to be watching her, but it was just adding more stress to her. And they didn't understand her. They didn't understand her condition or her autism or anything else. So they didn't know how to function with her. So all I kept getting was the pressure of this girl gonna do something to herself. So I had to literally sit down in the hospital and be like, listen here. I know I put myself in here because I'm a danger to myself. But right now, my daughter's a danger to herself, and her life come before mine. And I'm gonna do whatever it is I need to do to make sure that I still have a daughter. And if that means that I gotta ask to be let go, please, and explain to you guys why it's imperative that I leave, like that's all I can do. And then hopefully y'all be nice enough to let me go, because I'm telling you, I'm not gonna take my life if my daughter's going through her shit. Like I can promise you that I'm not gonna take my life or do nothing stupid. If I haven't done it to this point, then I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, I was 40. I was 40. So I was like, if I don't last it this long, I know I'm going to keep on lasting because what keeps me going is my kids. So, sorry, y'all, I'm smoking. And I need to fix this because it ain't pulling how I want it to. I don't like when I feel like I got to pull. Like, I like to just pull, not pull. So yeah, like they did let me go like 24 hours after my request, and they asked me to stay one more day, whatever. Um, Originally they don't do it, but they realized how serious I was about my child. Like I play no games when it comes to my kids. I really don't. They ain't asked to be here, so I'm not going. No, I don't play about mine. Everybody else can play about theirs all they want, but I don't play about mine. That's one thing I will not do. I will not play about mine. Like, I just can't. I done been through hell and back for mine. No, I'm good. My first one ripped me in and out. The second one got stuck and we had to have an emergency C-section. And the third one, the pregnancy was just, oh my God, I even got pneumonia with her. And then because she was the only one that I had after I did the gastric sleeve, it was hard for me to eat for her to get enough food. Like, I used to have to smoke just to get an appetite because she would have me so nauseated that I didn't want food. I didn't even, like, it'd be crazy. Like, my kids would sit there and they would watch me, right? So my son and my daughter, my two high-functioning autistic with the mental health and the suicidal and the homicidal, Beba and Booker, they would watch me eat, hear my stomach growling while I'm chewing and swallowing, and be like, "Mommy, you hungry?" Nah, I'm Gucci. I wasn't the one hungry. The baby was. So I'm eating because I know I hear it. Like, I know she's hungry. And it was like, she'd be like, "Well, Mom, the food you just swallowed, it just hit your stomach. Why is it growling like that?" I said, "Because your sister is taking it all as soon as it hits my stomach." She's like, "These are my nutrients. You don't need nothing." I said, "So she's leaving my stomach with nothing?" And my stomach is like, "Excuse me, bitch. I thought you just fed me." And I'm like, "Well, sorry. Guess the baby needed it. My bad. My apologies. Sorry, but not sorry. I'm not hungry." Like, that's the baby that's hungry. But it was because of the gastric sleeve. Like, it was hard to consume enough liquids or food for her. And I already struggle with food. Like, I can go days without eating. I'll realize it because my legs will be weaker and my body will be weaker. And I'll be like, damn. Or my daughter pointed out, the oldest one, she was like, "Mommy, you haven't eaten in a few days." Like, I didn't even realize it myself. I'd be like, "Oh, my bad. Word. All right, I got you." The one thing I don't miss out is my cup of coffee every day, though. That I do make sure I have. My cup of coffee every day. Faithfully. And when it's a Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee, the days I do get blessed with those, I'm even happier, like today. I got my iced coffee. Got my joint. How can I be mad? How can I be mad? I can't. But let's get some conversation going over here. Like, why y'all always quiet on that side? Why every time I come, it's always quietness everywhere? Like, I can't be that overpowering. Like, I can't be that intimidating. Come join me. I want to have a conversation. See, this is why I be on a wisdom app, bro. Because they be wanting. They be hopping up and talking with me. You feel me? Matter of fact, I might just even play y'all a clip of my joint. Hold up. Let's see. Let me get out of Spotify real quick. Uh, let me go in here. Sorry. Wrong one. Wait, y'all. My bad. Here we go. Let's see. That was in the bathroom, Delarico.
Grand rising, listeners. It's been a while since I've been on the Wisdom app, but I was woken up early this morning, so I can't go back to sleep. So I figured, hey, let me stop by and see what everybody's up to. It's kind of early though, and it's Saturday. Kind of forgot it was a Saturday until my daughter mentioned it. But I wanted to talk about a topic that I was just thinking about, and I figured you guys would be like a good spot to talk about it. Selfish parents, but not in a bad way. I'm not talking about it in a bad way. I'm talking about it actually like in a good selfish way. So like, I'm a selfish parent, but not in a bad way. Like I said, when I say I'm a selfish parent, I don't like sharing my kids. I don't know. That's why I may probably be the only person that.
Man, I can't get to the other part. It don't let me rewind. Fast forward. Because if it would let me fast forward, I would let y'all hear the conversation with me and like the other people that have on and they be talking. We were having a ball this morning on the app. I was cracking up. I was rolling. But like, when I come to you guys, I don't know. It might be the platform. Like, I don't know. I'm not feeling it because I can't have no y'all don't interact. You feel me? I just to be like looking at an empty screen, bro. Like, it's no fun. It's not somebody talking to me. I'm not talking with somebody. I'm not BSing with somebody. Here, baby. I'm not bugging with somebody. Like, I'm not laughing with somebody or somebody ain't coming on to tell me their story so we can talk. You feel me? Yeah, like, I don't know. With y'all just be different. Like, the vibe just, I don't know. I'm still I'm still trying to fill this out. Like, I keep looking at the clock like, bro, that's all I've talked. Like, that's it. But yet, when I'm on the wisdom app, I get lost, man. Like I said, I was on there for 3 hours. I didn't even realize I was on there for 3 hours until I got off, and I had to get off because they have a regulation where anybody above under 18 can't be heard on the app because it's supposed to be for anybody 18 and up. So, because of the topics and things like that. So, whenever my little one's asleep and I got it in my spirit, I be hopping on. So the moment she be getting up, I get off. And depending on however long that takes from the time I hopped on, that's usually the amount of time that I give, the wisdom app. With you guys though, even though I know she can talk in the background, she can do whatever she want and whatever, it kind of bothers me because I be feeling like it bothers you guys. I don't know if it does, but it makes me feel like it does because I don't talk loud all the time. I tend to talk low. And I don't want y'all to have a hard time hearing the main person on the podcast, which is not the people in my background. It's me. You feel me? And yeah, so I don't know. It's retarded. Like, I'm still trying to process it and get through it. But get this, y'all. So I have a practice client, right? Because of the second certification that I'm still completing. And I've been working with her for 8 sessions now, so that's 8 weeks. And I gotta say, wait, is it 8 weeks? No, because her 60 days is coming. No, her 60 days passed. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's session 8 we already had, so it's been 8 weeks. She's got another month left because it's a 90-day program that I'm doing with her. And she has done so much growth. So let me give you a backstory here. And this is like my ideal client right now. Like, she's just amazing, whatever. Like, if I was getting paid, it'd just be a bonus because I just love working with her. She like resonates with everything that we're doing. She follows the steps and she's listening. So let me give you the background though. My cousin is about 38, I think, or 37, somewhere around there. She's a couple of years younger than me because I'm 42 now. So I think she's about 38, 37. And, or have I been having her at that age for a while now? Good question. But she has one child and she's married, to the father of her child. And she worked as a nanny for a long time, but then the kid grew up, so she became more of like, in the process of working as a nanny, which is how she got hired, she also became like the personal assistant. So she's been with this family for almost 15 years. It'll be 15 years in October. 15 years of taking a lot of toxicity and a lot of shit. 15 years of stress. 15 years of it affected her child, her relationship was started to seep into there. So we've been telling her for years, Jazz, just get another job, just come on, just get another job. What are you holding on? And everything that I said to her as a coach is pretty much almost the same stuff I would say to her as a cousin, but in a more professional manner, you feel me? Because I would take my job seriously. I don't care if you be related or not. I'm going to treat you professionally like I treat anybody else. I don't care if you're my best friend, which right now I don't have one of those. But I'm still going to treat you like I would treat anybody off the street the same way. Like, that's the way that I am. So I told her all this going in. I was like, don't expect me to be your cousin during the sessions. I am not your cousin. I'm your coach. Yes, I will have inside knowledge here, baby. Yes, I will have inside knowledge of your back history and stuff like that, and I can use that to coach you. But we're also going to act like I don't know a lot. So whatever you have not told me and held back, you have to speak to me as your coach. You feel me? So that I can know how to get you past this hump and let go of this job and move on to something better. So she was like, I'm all in. I got this. I can do this with you. I know I can. I know I can do this. Like, I'm ready. So I'm like, all right, cool. No worries. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I got you. I'm going to rock out. I'm going to rock out with you. I'm going to give you all I got. Man, listen. We picked a date for her to end, and that was July 29th. We did all the steps that we needed to get her there, prepared for everything. I got her. I warned her beforehand what stages she's going to go through. I said, you got to look at this as a relationship group. you got to look at it like you getting divorced. You're going to process all these feelings, all these emotions, and you got to let them go and move on. Short story is, she finally let go of this job that's been holding her in such a negative way and impacting her family in such a negative way. For finally, she opened her eyes and realized how toxic her boss was, and she left. She actually followed through, turned in her resignation letter, even when her boss tried to push back and try to guilt trip her and manipulate her again like she used to. Man, I was so proud of her as my client and my cousin because she held her own. And she may have toppled and tumbled and, you know what I'm saying, and slipped every once in a while, but she ain't let herself fall. She ain't let herself fall for it. Nope, she held her ground. She did not let herself fall for it. And now on Monday, she's starting a brand new job that is super excited to have her. They're ready for her. They're giving her the pay that she wants. They're respecting the hours that she needs so that she can be a mom. She gets to be home on the weekends with her kids, with her daughter now. Like, there's so many things and possibilities that she has now that she didn't with the other job. But for years, she just, you know what I'm saying? She did it because she thought she had to. And when we did the coaching, I broke down so much to her. And I helped her to realize so much. So she called me the other day and she was like, my bad, I was crying. I'm like, wait, I was big cousin mode. I was, what? Why you crying? She was like, oh no, because I just wanted to say thank you. And she was like, you've helped me so much. I feel so free. She was like, you don't understand what you've done for me. She was like, and I know like I didn't pay for this. She was like, but I just need you to understand like how much you have done. Like, I am so free. I'm so happy. I'm finally feeling like I have a purpose. I wanted to cry right along with her, even though I was not supposed to be the coach at the moment and I was just being the cousin. I got into professionalism mode once she said, mentioned coaching, and I didn't cry. Man, the moment when she was all done with all that, I went into cousin mode after we hung up the phone and I shed some tears. I shed some tears as the coach and I shed some tears as her cousin, because to see my cousin so miserable and unhappy for so long, that hurt. That hurt. And knowing that everything I'm saying is not sticking and it's not helping her cross that line to finally make that decision. But as a life coach, I got her there. I got her there. I got her there. Like, to see her glow now and her happiness, and you could just see the weight off her shoulders. That is such an amazing feeling. And we still not done. We still not done. Yeah, but we still not done because her daughter was feeling a couple of abandonment issues and things like that. So now we're working on building that relationship and getting that relationship back to being strong. And to help all across the board to make sure it actually happens and sticks and stays, I'm also going to coach my little cousin. And I'm going to help her get through what she has to get through so that I can help them build that relationship and that bond together. And any abandonment issues or stress or whatever that my little cousin was having or was feeling, hopefully what's to come will mend what has happened. That's my goal. Like, I could have just been a coach and just been like, whatever, I'm just doing mom and call it a day. But with my niche and what I want to do, I don't want to work with just the parents. I want to work with the kids as well when need be, because think about it this way. It's like if you're in a toxic relationship, right? And this person is constantly disrespecting you, and you going to therapy and you working on you and you working on your issues, but the other person is still being so toxic and still doing everything so toxic, and everything is just toxic. All the growth you're trying to do and all the changes you're trying to make, they're gonna be non-involved. They're not gonna be valid. They're not going to be valid because the toxicity from that other person is still there. It's still present. It's still relevant. It's still embedded within you. And I don't get the point of everything that I was just saying right now because I completely forgot the whole reason why I was telling y'all this. I don't remember why I went with that analogy and why the hell I was even talking about that. Damn, my ADHD is bugging and my neurological issues kicking in now. I'm only 59 minutes in. I'm trying to give y'all some love. I can't just cut off in an hour like I always do. But All right, boo boo. But yeah, so she has, and she still got 4 more sessions left. So like I said, she still has 1 more month. And I'm hoping that she'll sign on as a paid client after we're done so that I can continue working with her. But now I remember why I was saying the analogy and why I was saying what I was saying. It's important for both parties to do the work so that all the progress and all the growth that one party is making can not only like motivate and inspire the other party, but it will keep them accountable as well for the growth and the changes that they have made. If that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. Because sometimes things make sense to me and don't make sense to somebody else. And then on another note, I had a mental breakdown the other day, and then I recorded a YouTube video. If y'all want to see, what that was about or whatever, or y'all want to just catch me crying, I guess, I don't know, whatever rocks your boat. On YouTube, it's Parenting with Mental Illness - Mom and Children. You'll see my whole life story there. I'm really transparent, like very, 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 very transparent. I will record a meltdown if I don't care whose it is, and I will post it up and I'll explain it. I'll talk about it, whatever. The reason why I do that is for education and for support. Like, I want other families that are like ours to know, hey, look, does this look familiar? You know what I'm saying? You're not alone. It's not just you. You don't have to feel like ain't nobody else understanding what you're going through. Like, I got you. I'm right here. You feel me? And then for those who don't know what it's like to be in a household like mine that thinks that it's just simple and easy because y'all got simple and easy kids, well, welcome to my real world. There you go. Y'all got a whole bunch of videos to see what I'm talking about. And I had a mental breakdown, and I posted it. I needed to vent so that I can try to, I don't know, recenter myself, regroup myself. I don't know, go back to normal, I guess. Whatever normal may be, or however it may look in me. But I recorded the content. I think I'm getting hungry. I recorded the content and I posted it up that same night. Usually I don't. I'll post it up on the Tuesday or Thursday that I've been doing now. Like, I've been trying to be consistent. No later than 12 o'clock to have a video up on Tuesdays and Thursdays, in case if you guys want to know. That I'm throwing it out there. Not forcing you to do anything. I'm just putting it out there. And I'm also going to put out there that I am trying to get my accounts monetized, because we are trying to get income so that we can get out of this stupid motel and find a place to live. So if you guys would like to support us, I really would appreciate if you subscribe, and I really would appreciate if you hit like. Like, the algorithm, my channel is not meant for the YouTube type of algorithm, because my content isn't content that's pre-recorded, as in like typed up with a script and pre-planned. My content is my real life. Is the things that I'm going through right then and there. It's whatever is making me struggle mentally. It's whatever is making me go on the edge to become really suicidal, and I'm trying to get out of it. So I cannot script my life. And I can't be like the rest of the YouTubers and happy-go-lucky while I'm in the middle of a suicidal thought. Like, huh? I mean, I can. Don't get me wrong. I can. I'm really good at pretending and having a mask on. But like I said, I'm not keen about lying. And the more that I grow and the more that I develop, I look at these masks as lies. They're just lies that we tell ourselves so that we can function in the world. And I don't want to lie. I am not keen with lying. There's just something about it that just bothers me. I'd rather just keep it a buck. I'd rather be honest, so there's no misunderstandings. So, yeah. Another reason why I think I like Wisdom App now that I'm sitting here just talking to you guys is because, hold on, somebody sent me a message, y'all. Give me 1 sec. I'm sorry. I'm like the most, I got ADHD, y'all. I can't do one thing at a time. I made that clear earlier. So y'all know I'm gonna be doing more than one thing at a time. And I'm on the computer too. That's why the last time I was on the phone when I did the podcast.
I cannot help the Wi-Fi. And mommy can't do this. We do not know how to fix it. So find something else.
Oh yes, I definitely can. Hold on, y'all.
I just said I can't.
When I am. Why am I typing this? Oh, that's why, because the mic is in my mouth. When I am done with my podcast, I will. Alright. Sorry, y'all. Like I said, I got ADHD. You guys, what can I say? Like, I know this about myself, so I'm gonna be non-apologetically me. You feel me? Like, I'm just gonna be non-apologetically me. Love it or don't love it. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. Take it or don't take it. I mean, leave it or don't leave it. I'm just keeping it a buck. Just keeping it a buck. I'm just keeping it a buck. And this is why I am not everyone's cup of tea. You feel me? This is why I just don't resonate with everybody. And this is also why some of my content is different on each platform. Even if I'm talking about the same topic, it's different energy, a different vibe, you feel me? But I think I realized why I like the Wisdom app more. So like right now, according to this, it says online 1 and total of 3. So it says that supposedly only 3 people are listening to this podcast right now. And when I'm on the Wisdom app, bro, today I broke my top. Today I broke my max. Today I broke my max on the amount of people that were listening to my podcast. I mean, to my talk on the. Oh, come on, Lynette, get it together. To my talk on the. She's so funny. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I had 112 people up there. That's what I was looking for. But she kept sidetracking me because she was sending me messages and I was trying so hard to stay focused. Oh man. Anyways. Yeah, so I had 112 people on there, and those 112 people were on there the whole entire time I was talking. So they didn't leave, come back. No, they were on there the whole entire time. Because whenever somebody leaves your conversation, you see the number go down. Whenever somebody comes to your conversation, you see the number go up. You just don't see who they are. It's like you don't see their names. And people then get to pick and follow you from there, or like just hit the button to ask to come on and talk, and you can let them on, or they can shoot you a message, or they can ask you a question and then you answer it to them. You know, when you're done with the chat, like you send them a direct message answering the question. So there's a lot more interaction there, and I can see the interaction, and I think that's why I have a hard time with a live podcast. I can't see the interaction. Like when people resonate with what I'm saying on the Wisdom app, they'll clap. So there's this button that has, the clapping hands, and you hit it as many times as you want, and it shows the person's picture with the hands clapping going up the screen to let you know that they're resonating with what you're saying at the moment. Plus, it helps the person save that part of the conversation that you're saying. If they want to go back and listen to it later, it's already saved in their favorites. So I get a lot of interaction there, like a lot. When I say a lot, I mean a lot. Like I said, 112 people for what I get here. Like the most I think they said I've had listened to me on a live has been like 3 people or 4 people, somewhere around. I think it's been 6, no more than 6, if I'm not mistaken. And that's kind of sad. It's kind of sad for me to spend so much time giving and pouring and nobody is resonating with it. I mean, I do get my downloads. People do download my stuff. But if I'm going to spend to have this platform so that I can do the lives, I should be resonating with more people on live than I should just be on the regular recordings. For that, I can go back to Anchor and not lose $39 a month that I don't have to give up. So Yeah, I think that's what it is. I really think I finally figured out. I just have not a dislike, but I'm just not happy with the fact that I can't see how many people I'm actually touching. And unless you guys decide to come on the platform or shoot me an email or shoot me a DM, like there's no way that I would know what you guys, you know what I'm saying, are thinking. And every time I've tried to ask and reach out to be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Let's chit chat, let's do this, let's do that. I don't get any interaction back from you guys. And that's very, very discouraging. Like, very, very discouraging as a person who already feels like her voice isn't being heard. Like, for a person who already feels like their voice doesn't matter and like they don't matter to the world, and who was always taught to believe that she was never going to amount to anything, never going to be anybody, that she wasn't worth anything, that pretty much she was shit. Okay? That's what I grew up with my whole entire life, right? So, yeah, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to interact with you guys when I can't see engagement. I can't see anything. So it's kind of like, man, really? I mean, y'all downloading it. Y'all downloading when I post. So why don't y'all just come and listen to the live and interact? Y'all gonna listen to my life story anyways when you download it. So if you're about to be a nosy Betty or a nosy Tom, then just come on and rock on with me on the podcast. You feel me? Just come on, let's do this joint together. Like, why not? Let's chit chat, let's vibe, let's talk. Tell me your story. You feel me? I'll even be willing to coach you if you want to come up here. I'll give you a quick 30-minute coaching. You feel me? For free right now. Right now. Hit me up in any way that you can find me. DM me. Tell me podcast. And I'll know that you want to come up on here and we can chit chat. We can chit chat. We can vibe. Come on and party with me. Come and party with us. We want to invite you into our world. Come and visit for a little bit. Come and be free. Come and be who you are. Come one, come all, come everyone. I got issues, y'all. I swear I do. Y'all just don't understand me. Go to the Wisdom app and get to learn me. Y'all probably would like me better over there than y'all like me over here. And I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell y'all. I really don't. But doing this live right now is making me want to go on the Wisdom app. And it's making me want to talk again. But I just don't want my daughter to come out. And then my conversation get cut because then it doesn't get saved to my profile. And then if I wanted to post it to you guys, I couldn't post it to you guys. But the only reason why I have not posted it is I feel jelly. I don't want to. I don't want to share that with y'all. I'll tell y'all about it and y'all can catch me on it. You feel me? That's a whole nother story. Look me up by my government, Lynette Hernandez, Linettee Hernandez. What is he at the end? I don't know why I just did all that. But I'm sorry, y'all. But I don't know why I keep apologizing to y'all fluckers. I need to stop apologizing to y'all fluckers because y'all not apologizing to me for leaving me with crickets and silence. I ain't getting no I'm sorry for just listening and not interacting. I mean, I'm not good with this stuff. Talking live is I get nerve wrecked. Hey Vinny, what's up? How's it going? How you doing? Thank you for stopping by. But anyways, um, I like, you know, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just sitting here killing time and trying to utilize my podcast. I'm well. I hope you're well too, Vinny. I definitely hope you're well. What part of the world are you from? Oh, India. That's great. I'm glad you're doing well. Well, thank you for stopping by. If you like my show, please make sure to follow. I would greatly appreciate the support. That'd be awesome. And if you want to find me on YouTube, because I'm also on YouTube, it's Parenting with Mental Illness, Mom and Children. You can catch my videos on there, okay? Oh, you followed me. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. See, there goes some love. I got 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 some love. Ooh, ooh, I got some love. I sure did. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. I'm kind sometimes, not all the time. When the bipolar is not here, I'm kind. But if I'm bipolar, then I'm not kind. So I gotta be honest and keep it transparent and 100. As long as the bipolar stays asleep, I am the kindest person in the world. When the bipolar comes out, that's a whole nother story. I don't even like her. I don't even like her when the bipolar comes out. I'd be like, bro, if I could just take you out of my body and sit you over there, because your attitude is at 1,000 and I just don't feel like dealing with it. But I can't do that because I can't take myself out of myself. Like, there's no way for me to do that. So I get stuck with the attitude, and I get stuck with the bad moods, and I get stuck with the roller coaster ride and all that. But I genuinely prefer to be kind. I like being kind. I like to give to others what I want to receive because I have not had a lot of kind people. Like, I don't. Situations make people unkind sometimes, and it's okay to be rude when you're supposed to be. That is true. You're right. You're right. You're definitely right. But with my bipolar, the way that I was, man, I was always at 1,000 before. It didn't matter if the person was like right or wrong. Now, it only comes out in that situation if somebody brought it out. Like if they did something disrespectful, or if they did something rude, or if they did something with my children. Those are the three things that I will definitely, my bipolar will come out, and it does not care who it's talking to. It does not care what it gotta say. It will tell my disclaimer. And my disclaimer has always been, if I don't give a fuck about my life, I'm not gonna give a fuck about yours. I'm homicidal and I'm suicidal. So please don't push me to not do anything that would take me away from my children. Because even though I look cute in orange, I don't want to rock it with no purple eyeshadow, okay? Because I don't think that's going to look cute. So I need to be out in the free world raising my two high-functioning autistic children that also have mental health and my happy 4-year-old. I can't be behind nobody bars. So, yeah. May you and your kids live happy. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Vinny. And the same to you, whatever your situation is. Um, Oh, see, I feel happy. You're interacting with me, and that's awesome. Like, that's all I'm asking for, some engagement, people. Y'all can hop on here and say what's up. Y'all can say hi. I'm not going to bite. I can't be that intimidating. How can I? You're not even watching me. If y'all were watching me right now, y'all be laughing at me. Y'all would really be laughing at me. Like, if this was a video podcast, you know what I'm saying? Y'all would be laughing. Y'all be like, this chick is a fool. That's boo-boo. I can't. I'm busy right now. Y'all be like, this chick is a fool. Like, because I am. I'm a fool. There are a lot of religion shows here, which I don't like. Oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't know Podbean had a lot of religion shows. See, I've honestly, full disclosure, and this is probably sad on my end, I have not listened to anybody else's podcast on here because I have so many platforms and I'm trying to run a business, and then I'm trying to grow my coaching business, and I'm just starting and I'm trying to find clients. So I really kind of don't go on here. I have to admit that. Hey Letitia, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. I have to admit, like I didn't know it was a lot of religious shows. That would probably make sense. Man, that would probably make sense why I don't get that many engagements or that many listeners, because this is like a mental health, parenting, life coaching type of podcast. This is like real life experience, things that I'm going through. I am transparent and I am vulnerable, and I let you guys into my world so y'all can see what it's like to be inside a mental health home. And I'm raising autistic children, and they have mental health issues. So I have 3 strikes against me. And we live in a motel, and we barely have income. Like, we're barely on our feet, and I'm ending up in a wheelchair. So I went from being able to be so independent, being able to do everything, go get 2 jobs, bust my ass, be on my feet and be straight, to pandemic came and everything else went downhill. Oh, you want to call in? Awesome. Hold on. Wait, where did the button go? It just said you wanted to call in. Hold on. Where did you call? Where did it go? All right, Letitia, give me 1 sec, because it said you wanted to call in, and then it just disappeared off my screen. It didn't even give me a chance to click. And then Vinny, okay, whenever you're free, you should come to the other shows. There's some good shows here. People go in those shows. We'll chill and hang out there, so you can hang out too. Everybody would love to meet you. Here we go. Invite. Got it. Thank you, Letitia. Awesome. I'm gonna have to look into that. Hey, Letitia, how's it going?
I'm going to say, don't put yourself down. You know, you sound like you're really doing well. But you got
Aw.
children and illnesses, and that's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Others
It's hard.
artistic. You know, I mean, and
I have 3 children. So my 2 oldest are high functioning autistic and they have mental health. And then I have a 4-year-old who so far, knock on wood, has been straight.
well, yeah. So how do you, how far? Some of what I'm going to say is basically some are further down the line of autistic, aren't they? How are yours? Or they have other things. What's the other thing which is combined with it? How far
So
down the line are yours?
how old are they, or how far are they with their condition?
Yeah, how far are they with their condition? Because some have more condition than others. You know.
Correct. Yeah, they are different. So mine are high. Like they're high functioning. They believe, when I got them diagnosed, they believe that the reason why they are high functioning is because I didn't treat them like they had autism, and I knew they had disabilities. Like I knew they had ADHD, I knew they had depression, I knew they had PTSD, ODD, and all these other diagnoses. I knew they had that, but I've always taught my kids that they don't define who they are, they don't make them, and they don't break them. So I'm not going to use that as an excuse to not treat them like I would any other child, and to not expect out of them the same thing that I would any other child. So I held them to the same standards as you would a regular child that has nothing going on. So they are able to do a lot, and they don't even look like they have anything going on. I have to literally tell people, hey, back up. Like you're getting in their space, and like they're high functioning autistic. They don't like you got to back up. And they'll be looking at me like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, they are. And they're like, no, they're not. I'm like, yeah, they are.
Yeah, you know, I mean, actually, that's the best way to be, to treat
Mhm.
them like, you know, they're just ordinary, normal. Like, I know that for a fact because my sister-in-law, she basically had a son, and he had to
You're cutting in and out a little bit.
oh yeah, he had to be basically, he had, oh, was it, he got stung, he had to have, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
And sort of basically he started fitting. So they found out that he'd sort of had nerve damage on the side of his left side of his body. Not his brain. It was more like, you know, his arm, like he couldn't get his fingers round, sort of thing. Couldn't hold things. And his knee wouldn't come round as well. But you know what? I made him run up and down the garden, even when he fell over. I rubbed him and picked himself up, and you know, he went and played cricket for Cheshire cricket. You know, disabled kids, and now
That's
he's done
awesome.
very well. You know?
That's awesome. See, that's why I always say kids with disabilities, I've worked with them as a paraprofessional as well. So not just because I had them as my kids, but I also work with them in the professional field for a long time. But it's all how you treat them. You can't you cannot shine the light on the disability. If you shine the light on the disability, then that's all they're going to think of. That's all they're going to feel they're limited to. They're not going to want to explore more. They're going to feel like they're going to fail at everything. But if you shine the light on them, who they are as a person, and what you would like for them to have, you're going to get them to succeed a lot more than you would if you do it the other way. You cannot let their disabilities be their disabilities.
Oh, that's perfectly true. You know, in the end, you know, he's now basically got engaged. He's got a good job, you know, and So really, it's all turned out well, but it's due to, we've all treated him like he's just like me. Well, he had a sister,
Hmm.
so sort
Correct.
of.
And that was awesome. You guys did it right. And that's what gave him the confidence to feel like he could do anything no matter what. And that's what it should be. It should be like you can accomplish anything you want no matter what you got going on, period.
Yeah, and I know the difference because my parents didn't treat me like that. They treated me, even though I was normal, they treated me basically like I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. I was going to, you know, made me feel basically like I was inadequate.
That is,
Um, you know, yeah,
and then I would just want to mention here, Vinny put on the chat, we all have ups and downs in life, and we all got to try our best to stay strong and stay positive. Even a small success should be appreciated. The more you will be nice, peaceful, and kind, the more people will get the power to be positively strong enough to heal properly and quickly. And I hope that happens for sure. And that's true. Like you you do have to stay strong. You can't let anything that's coming in your way like be a roadblock. You have to use that to motivate you and find a way to get around it.
yeah, that's well put, isn't it? I was just reading it.
Yeah, correct. Like it was very well put, and I agree with exactly what he said 100%. Like it's true. Life does have its up and downs, and we know this. This isn't nothing new. So why stay down when you know you can go up?
Yeah, I know people do, and I've had, even though I've had to fight bullying and people sometimes sort of like I'm vulnerable, actually, or like, and I have a go, really go for them, and then I'm the one that sort of gets in the neck. You know what I mean? Because I'm defending myself. But that's just my. But that a lot of it's not what people say. A lot of it is bringing, as well as what you've been given with your genes and stuff like that. But it does make a hell of a difference.
Correct. That's true. Do you have any kids of your own?
No, I don't have any kids of my. But I looked after my a lot of my other kids, like my nieces and nephews, and I used to they used to love to talk to me because I used to make all kinds of jumps for them, and like take animals out. I used to take the calves out on because I lived on a farm, so I used to take the calves out on basically and trade them with the halters, and things like that. And we had some rabbits, and so it was always run up the stairs, to Linda. Linda even would wake me up sometimes, sort of. I was awake, but pretend I was asleep, and they'd go harder and harder. So yes, because they just thought, and really, they just wanted to be out, and sort of
Correct.
tuck them up, fine.
Yeah, they like to be out running around. My kids are like that, but where we are
Yeah,
now, I can't do it.
I think it does them good, and it basically,
Hmm.
and I think if you play games with them, the one thing I
Hmm.
found, it was sometimes difficult with two because Ailey was totally different, and she was determined that if she didn't get it right, nobody was going to have a go. So that so I have to sort of give her a warning and say, right, sit there, and you're not joining in, or has to be. Soon, kids are like that, don't they? If you are sort of given boundaries, they soon suddenly, if they know they're not going to be in with the rest, they soon stop and think, "Oh, I want to play again."
Yeah.
So yeah, basically, but I think the one thing it did teach them, and I think is good for kids to play out, is a give and take. You can't always win. I used to sometimes let them win when they were about 3, and then sometimes I put the speed on and say, "No, no, I've won this time." You know what I mean? Just to teach them that they couldn't win all the time.
Yeah, my kids used to get mad at me because I never let them win. Like I used to
Oh,
be like, nope, I'm sorry, you gotta learn. And the reality is, sweetie, that in life you're gonna fail and you gotta get up and you gotta succeed. So I'm gonna play you the right way so that when you
yeah.
play somebody else, you'll know how to play and build your own skills and you don't gotta expect them to make you, let you win. This way you win by your own, choice and your skills.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I say, as you get older, you have to teach them that basically they've got to lose. And she's crying
Yeah.
about now.
Because my son bothered her about something, so I don't know. I don't get
Just
into
let
their
him go.
fights and arguments. I've
Yeah.
learned to mind my business. If ain't nobody bleeding, it ain't no limb missing, and we're all still alive, I am not getting in the mix of that. I am not. I refuse.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
I let my oldest child deal with it. I'll be like, you go handle that. I'll handle my sanity, okay? You handle that. I'll stay sane.
Are they also are they all different? I know because
Correct.
Sally's all different. And the thing
No, they're
is,
very different.
I mean, the thing I think is wrong when my mum used to say, and she used to, my older brother is always Brian. Brian, where's Brian? Where's Brian? Like, he was the favourite because he was the right.
Mm,
And I think that's wrong to pick a favourite.
correct. I don't think any parent should have a favorite. I personally, my opinion, I believe that you have different relationships with each child.
Yeah,
Yes, because
that's true.
personalities play a part, characters play a part, and other things play a part. But you're to love each child unconditionally without no favor or no dislike. Like, it's just unconditional love. There should be no, I love this child more than this one. Because if that's the case, everybody should love their first child more than they love any other child because that was the first one they ever had. You know
Yeah,
what I
well,
mean?
yeah. And I didn't think Stephen felt me young. I was in the middle, and I had my younger brothers, 3 years difference between us. And basically, my younger brother, like, I didn't think he felt it, but he felt it as well,
Yeah.
that and I was always at the bottom of the list anyway, and it was just Linda. Oh, Linda's all right. She'll just put up with it, sort of thing. But it's not fair, really, because they never praised me. They never did. Don't we know what I mean? It was sort of. I was probably thought my dad was on the farm, but I don't think that's right. I mean, when I'd
Yeah,
like,
that's not
I'd
right.
always praise them, his nieces and nephews if they did good. Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like as a parent, when you have more than one child, it's your responsibility to know how to show up for each child so
Mm.
that each child can feel supported, each child can feel love, each child can feel the same thing. Like
Mm.
it's imperative that a parent does that. Like my son is my middle child and my relationship with him is a little weird because first of all he's the only boy I have. So he's just different from my girls. And
Yeah.
raising him was harder than raising my daughter because he has oppositional defiance disorder. So anything that we tell him, it's always an argument. It's always the opposite of what we say. It's always a problem. Like there's always going to be an argument. That's just the way that he is, and that causes a trigger in me. So like my relationship is strong. Don't get me wrong. That's my
Mm.
son. I will bat anybody for my son. But like I know that our conversations aren't as deep as the ones with my daughters because they're more emotional, they're more open, he's more closed. I don't like to push because I don't want him to feel like I'm being nosy or trying to pry. So it makes it a little harder to be more affectionate with him. But I try to make sure that I am as much as I can, especially if he comes to give me the affection. I try to make sure that I'm always open and receptive because I don't want him to feel like I'm, pushing him away or like I'm not trying to give him affection because he just doesn't ask for it as much. But when he does, like I make sure that I'm on it because I don't want him to feel at any point in time like I loved him any less.
Yeah, that's the way to do. Give them all of different. And basically, lads are different than girls anyway. They're more sort of got things and don't aren't probably as so really. I think it gets sensitive, like, oh, a lot of times.
Okay. Hopefully no one will go to the dark side.
I got you. You cut out a little bit, but I wanted to read what
Oh,
Vinny
sorry.
wrote. It's okay.
Oh, sorry.
I wanted
What
to.
did you write again? I'll have to look me up. Got me
It's
glasses
okay.
on.
It went out for a sec, so it was hard to get what you were saying. But I just wanted to put what Vinny
I'm
had
reading.
said. It's true. It's true that you got to teach your kids to learn on how to fight and never let them feel that they're only superior in the house. But asking your kids to be perfectionists, always talking to them in melodramatic way, always seeing the weakness and flaws in them, always making sure that you always say a no in front of your child, and always telling your child to be purely good and respect everyone so much that you as a child should respect elders so much that you disrespect yourself. That's wrong. And unfortunately, I'm living with such elders in my life. Teaching a 20s child that they being a combination of good and bad in life is necessary. That is very true. It is. Like I
Yeah.
tell my kids all the time, like I'm not only gonna tell you what to do, but I'm gonna show you what to do as well, because I can't expect you to provide something that I'm not providing you as well. Like I'm a big believer that my kids respect me because I respect them.
Yes. Oh, yeah. You've got to do it both ways. I mean,
Correct.
definitely. Because if
Correct.
you don't show them respect, they don't know how to show you respect because you are the role model,
Mm-hmm.
and that's as well as your partner. I don't know if you've got a partner. You must have a partner. Some people don't, but your partner is as well. But you are the role model as well.
Correct. Yeah, it's just me and my kids. Like their dad doesn't. Yeah, that's a whole nother story. So
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
just me and my kids all the time on our own doing everything. But you cannot expect kids to just go by your words, especially if you're showing them the opposite of what you're telling them. You got to teach them what you want them to learn, and you got to teach them both ways, the good and the bad. Like, you can't just, everything in the world is not color roses, and kids are meant to be heard. Like, that theory of kids are meant to be seen, not heard, that is so wrong, because you're telling a person that their doesn't matter, that their opinion doesn't matter, that they're not relevant just because they're children does not mean that they are not going to grow up to be the adult that you are at that moment and have all the insecurities that you're causing them because you want them to just be seen and not heard.
My husband's a bit like that, sort of, well, my parents were, if I brought up anything, it's anything like mum get upset and say, oh, you know, and then I'd have to go off and really feel that I haven't been listened to,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
you end up feeling like, is your word worth it? And you lose confidence. I have a bit of a confidence problem, sort of thing.
I
It's
got you.
uh,
You were
you
cutting
know.
in and out a little bit.
Oh, sorry. I'll have to hold the phone because I'm in. It's probably because I'm in England, so it's a bit
Okay.
different, sort of a bit away. I think you're in America.
Yeah, it is a
Um,
distance because it keeps popping you in and out the room. And that's why when it starts popping
mm,
you in and out the room, your voice starts to sound like a robot and you start going in and out. It sounds like a
yeah,
robot. It's like the
and I have to
coolest
keep
thing.
it right to my mouth. I think that's the key to it. Keep it to my mouth, because sometimes I move it a bit, sort
I
of.
do the same thing too, and then I get mad when I be like, "Man, my service is down." Well, if you stop moving it, it wouldn't be down. I do that a lot. You're not the only one.
I'm
So
looking for. I'm
Vinny put
looking.
an
Yeah, I'm looking
yeah, I
for
was
some.
about to read that exactly.
Yeah.
But some elders are like, you respect us, and we never respect you. They never teach their kids that there is a peace beyond earning money too. They always feel that their children should earn a six-figure money. Oh my God, that is so true. No matter whether their child is happy or not with the job he's doing for earning a six-figure money. Instead of pressurizing a child to study a big professional course, you should teach your child that he should study the course he loves and help him developing his career in this field by what in his field he studies the course for. That is so true. Like you know how you have parents that'll sit there and be like, well, I want my kids to be a doctor, or I want my kid to be a lawyer, or I want my kid to be this. I'm the opposite of that. I've always told my kids I will support you in whatever you decide to do, but education is extremely important to me because my grandmother was a professor. She had her doctorates. She helped so many people go through college. Like she was a teacher, and she always told us education. She was deprived of it growing up. Back in the days when she grew up, because she was a female in Puerto Rico, you know, they were low income. Her getting an education was not a priority, but she made it her way to school every single day and graduated at the age of 16 behind her father's back because he did not want her to get an education. So she installed in us growing up that education was extremely important. It didn't matter if you used it or not, but do it in something that you want and you're passionate about and get it, because then you'll have that knowledge and that knowledge will give you power. So I've installed in my kids, I don't care what y'all do, y'all will continue y'all education. I don't care if it takes y'all 20 years to finish it because of y'all learning disability or y'all autism, but then do something that you're passionate about. Like, let's do this. And that's how we created our YouTube channel. And we have a press-on nail store and a planner sticker store, which is with the press-on nail store. And I'm building my coaching business, which my daughter is going to be doing with me as well. So we're building two different legacies that they can continue. And with my platforms, it's something that they can continue to do as well. Like they can continue to post on YouTube, continue to come on a podcast, they can continue to do all that and continue to get revenue and income that way. They like to do it, so it's not like it's something that they don't like, but I'm not forcing them. I'm just letting you know, hey, the door is there. You feel me? You have the opportunity. Take it if you want it, and if you don't, leave it. It's cool. I'm not mad, but I'm building this for you. Like, it's all just for you.
Yeah, you know, it's that I had this
That's all I
thing
have to
where
But I don't know if you're talking, Letitia, because I don't hear anything. I just wanted
right,
to let you
sorry.
know.
I think we can
There's nothing coming
going.
from your end, so I'm not sure what's going on there.
Go on, carry on then.
Yeah, not sure what's up there. But you guys, I've been on here almost 2 hours. So I did better than the last time. Last time I only stayed for an hour, and I'm still on here, and I'm loving the engagement though. I gotta say, like, thank you, Vinny. Thank you, Letitia. Even though I can't hear you, I don't know what's going on there still, but I really do appreciate the engagement that you guys gave me because it's a lot more fun when you have somebody else interacting with you than when you're just talking to yourself on a live. Like if I was doing a recording to then download and put on my podcast, then that would be different. Like I wouldn't care that there's no interaction because I know that nobody's listening to me right then and there. But when you're on a live and you're on the air, like, hello, you want some type of interaction, you feel me? Especially when the options and the possibilities are there. So Vinny is saying, and one of the signs that shows that some elders actually are toxic is that when children are sharing their problems with them instead of listening on how they're feeling, on what weaknesses they're having, they're more interested in always pressuring the opinions on the children. Oh, you're right, pressurizing their opinions on the children, which is so wrong. That is so true. You're so right. Like, because that's the outcome that they want. Or it'd be they're projecting what they want onto their children. So they want it to be, let's say, a football player, but they got an injury and they couldn't. They project that onto their child. You're going to be a football player. I don't care what you want to do. No matter how much a child can be screaming, this is not what I want to do. This is not what I want. That the parent will keep on pushing. You are so right. That is very, very true. And it shouldn't be that way. Like, but again, I think that has a lot to do with how society looks at children. So I look at children like little people. They just have to wait till their body catches up for them to be adults. And then the rest of them should be, you know what I'm saying, there by the time their body gets there. Um, so because I look at them as little people, I everything you're saying, Vinny, I don't do because to me that's like so disrespectful and rude. I wouldn't want somebody to tell me what I'm gonna do and not ask me what I want to do. I wouldn't want somebody to tell me, well, you're gonna do that or this is what you're gonna do. Even when we're cleaning the house and we do chores. All right, you guys, we're cleaning this up. This is what we're doing. Even when they don't want to do it, I still tell them, listen here, the house gotta get done, boo. It gotta get done. Either you can lose your electronic and sit here, be pissed off, and not go to sleep and still clean, or you can clean and get your electronic when you're done and be happy-go-lucky about your merry little way. I give you two options. I'm still not deciding for him. I'm
Yeah,
still not
that's
making a
good.
decision for him. I'm letting him decide which route he wants to go. And then I'm going to react, based on the route that he decides. But no, you're okay. I'm not offended. Oh, no, your opinions are straight. I am not offended. I agree with everything you said. I'm just explaining to you how I do it. Like, that's why I am agreeing with you, because I respect them and I see them as little people. So that's why everything that you're saying, I don't do like with my kids, because it's wrong. It's a wrong way of doing it. So I'm agreeing with everything that you just put up there. Like it's not cool to treat kids that way. It's not cool for it to be pushed on the kids. It's not cool for people to feel like your kids aren't entitled to have feelings, emotions, thoughts, or want anything to do with, what I'm saying, what that child wants. That's
Yeah.
not okay. Like, just because they're a child, they should still be respected, and their wants and needs should be considered as well. Like, they're a part of the family, aren't they? I mean, whenever you fill out how many family members you got to include them, don't you? So you might as well include them for everything else. Don't just leave them out because they're kids. Like, whenever me and my kids make decisions, we make decisions together. Yes, I'm the parent. Don't get me wrong. And yes, the final decision is mine. But we sit down and we talk about it. You feel me? We sit down and I let them know this is what's going on. These are the decisions that mommy has to make. How do you guys feel about this? How do you guys feel about that? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? And I take all of that into consideration because I need to know how it's going to affect my child. I need to make sure that I'm not going to affect my child or impact my child in a negative way. That is never my goal. I don't want to set them up for failure. So I'm obviously going to do everything that I can to set them up the correct way. That is just imperative and it's just important. And excuse me. Sorry. Like I said, you didn't disappoint me. I mean, you didn't upset me. Like, I was cool. Like, I agree with everything. Like, definitely. Like, kids need to be respected a lot more than they are. And then they grow up to be such disrespectful adults because they were disrespected as children. Why? How are you going to install somebody to be respectful and you're disrespecting them? Like, you're teaching them the wrong thing and you're showing them the wrong thing. They're not going to be able to actually do it. So it's just not going to work. But when it comes to mine, like, my kids know I preach what I say and I say what I preach, because I'm a really strong believer of do not preach to me in your underwear. Make sure that you are fully clothed, because if I see anything marked on you that has anything to do with what you telling me, I'm going to call you out on it. I'm going to call you out on it. And I'm going to call you out on it because you're calling me out on something that you're doing yourself. How you going to call the black? How you going to be, oh my God, I forgot how the saying goes. How you going to call the tea kettle black when you're black yourself? Or something like that. I can't remember the saying. But Vinny said being a perfectionist is the biggest time waste of life. It is. It is. And I have OCD and I can admit it. It is. It is. Like, it really is. I have OCD and I hate it when I let the perfectionist part of the OCD win, because I spent all that time, that stress, that frustration, that anger, that whatever, trying to get it quote unquote perfect when it was fine just the way that it was. Like, there's no perfect. Nothing is perfect. Nothing in life is perfect. And I don't know what you guys believe when it comes to that is higher, but I strongly believe in God, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I strongly do believe in God. And it's just one of those things that, like, God is supposed to have made us in his image for those who believe in, or your greater higher power may say that you were supposed to have been in the image of whatever. And if we're not perfect, then that means that they were not perfect. So that means that you're trying to be something that nobody ever was. There is nothing as perfect. There's always going to be a flaw, a small inconsistency. There's always something. Vinny said, I am 24 and I have heard and learned this much about parenting. Yet, Nad, also, if you are teaching kids to be perfectionists, then when will they learn that it's okay to make mistakes, but believing in forgiveness is necessary? Facts, facts, facts. Oh my God, Vinny, facts. You are on point, bro. Like, you are on point with this, bro. Like, you are on it. It's true, though. How are we going to tell our kids, all right, put it like this, right? you're teaching. Well, Vinny, you ain't got no kids, so en- envision this scenario. But you're teaching your child how to ride a bike, right? And that child, you want to take these training wheels off. They're good with the training wheels, but you want to be able to have them ride a bike without the training wheels. They're gonna fall. They're gonna lean one way. They're gonna lean the other way. They're gonna lean the front wheels in the wrong direction. They're gonna tipple. They're gonna topple. They're gonna fall. You're gonna have to hold them. You're gonna have to hold the back of the bike and push them for a while before they get it. They have to make all of the mistakes of how not to sit on that bike, how not to, sit on the bike with the bike being able to still stand up, how to pedal, how to push, how to turn. They have to make all the errors, all the scrapes, all the boo-boos, all the scratches, all the falls before they finally learn how to ride that bike without your help at all. No need to hold that seat. No need to hold them bars. Your child will just get up on that bike and start pedaling and then start riding. That's not going to happen if all the errors and mistakes and the boo boos and the fall downs and the scrapes and the scratches didn't occur. It takes trial and error. Even as a parent, when you're parenting, when you have your first child, and this is going to happen to you, Vinny, one day whenever you have your child. So listen, buddy, okay? So when you have your first child, you don't know what the flying colors you are doing. You hear me? You do not know what you are doing. I don't care how many books you call yourself reading. All right, that's still everybody else's opinion, and everybody else's reality, and everybody else's truth is completely different than, what I'm saying? Each one shows up differently in each person. So there is no cookie cutter. What may have worked for one person is definitely probably not going to work for the next, or the next, or the next. But it may work for number 15, but it may not work for number 20, and then so on and so on. So, practically doing things is difficult than just reading books. Correct. It is. Like, you can read it and go, okay, I may have this problem, I may have that problem. It's kind of like the same thing as, I'll give you a different example. Doctors tell you stop Googling. Stop Googling things. Stop. Stop Googling. If you feel a symptom, stop. Don't Google, because what's gonna happen? Mentally, you're gonna tell yourself, this is what I have. Hey, you listener, I just don't know how to say your name, Vav. What's up? But yeah, like, so mentally you're going to, tell yourself, oh man, I got this is what I have this condition. Look, ain't those symptoms look like what I got? Don't that look like what I got? And you're gonna fully convince yourself that you got this going on. Hey, Letitia, I don't know why I can't hear you because it still says up. But you're gonna tell yourself, this is what I have, right? I got this. This is the condition that I have. You're gonna go to the doctor and be like, here, doc, this is what I read. Look, I'm telling you, this is what I have. The doctor always tell you, stop Googling. Because the moment you Google, you're gonna mentally tell yourself, I have everything that I'm reading, and all them symptoms are gonna show up, and you're gonna think that you have it, and then what? You get what I'm saying? Like, and then what? Then you're stuck with all these symptoms, but you don't really have nothing. Like, you don't really have a condition going on. Like, I don't know. But perfectionism is not a good thing. Kids have to learn. They have to make mistakes. They have to make errors. It's always going to be right here. It's always going to, I don't know how you're going to do this. It's always going to be trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. Like, that first child, you don't know how to be a parent. You know what's right from wrong. When they start potty training, how you gonna do that? When they start walking, how you gonna handle that? How you gonna approve the apartment? How you gonna do this? How you gonna do that? Hold on. Vinny said, and sometimes being excessively mentally unstable will surely lead you to suffer from the disease you are not suffering from yet. That is very true. And I am the walking truth of that. That is very true. And my daughter is actually the truth of that as well. Her conditions at the age of 4 were triggered because of the traumatic event that she went through in her life. They said that if she never would have went through that traumatic event in her life, her autism, her bipolar, her suicidal, her homicidal, her depression, everything that she has going on would have stayed dormant. And they probably would not have been triggered. And as long as she would have survived that way until she turned 18, she would have been okay when she was an adult. But because she had that traumatic event when she was a child, it triggered her mental health and it triggered everything else. Like, her autism was there, but it wasn't excessive. You feel me? Now it's like extremely excessive. But Yeah, so I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Vinny, you are on point, bro. Like, you've been on this. You've been on my topic over here. Like, overthinking about the fact whether you have disease or not, will surely lead you to suffer from disease. Basically, that's what I meant. Well, yeah, both way that I explained it was cool, but I got what you meant now. But yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Thanks for explaining it. But you're right. That is true. You can't. That's like, I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but I'm gonna school you on something that you probably don't know. But a woman's body can actually think that it is pregnant and not be pregnant, and their stomach will grow. They'll have all of these signs of being pregnant, all of them, everything, nausea, more like morning sickness, the feet swelling, the back hurting. They will swear up and down that there's a baby in there, and they've believed it so strong that their body reacted and even produces milk and everything. But the moment that you do an ultrasound, there's no baby in there. There's no baby in there. And the moment that the person stops believing that there's no baby, that stomach goes down like it never was big. Like it never grew, like there was a seed in there. That's how strong our minds are. And that's how powerful the mind is. And people don't understand that when you have mental health, you have to be strong to be able to survive. Like every single day while I'm sitting here talking to you guys, sometimes when I stall or like I'm taking a second, it's my thoughts. It's my suicidal thoughts in the back of my mind, and they're overpowering sometimes, and then it just gets too loud and I can't think straight so that I can finish saying the rest of my sentence. So I'll like stutter for a second, I'll pause for a second because I'm trying to get them to shut up. They will not shut up, and now they're causing me to have a migraine. But that's why like I've been doing that. So that's how powerful the mind is. Like it sidetracks me. It makes me forget the topic. It makes me like literally feel like I'm getting sick, all because my mental health is kicking in and it's trying to do something that my body's like no, and my mind is like, listen here, I'm not trying to go through that route right now. Like I'm just not down for it. And they're having their own little battle up there, and my migraine is like, "Ooh, child, listen here, listen here." But anyways, I just had to let that out because my suicidal thoughts won't shut up right now, and they're like literally just screaming at me, and I don't know why, because I'm not doing anything to trigger them. I am not doing anything to cause for them to want to be here. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand like why they're even existent right now, but they are. And that I'm a person with mental health, and I know this about me, and I know like they're there, they never go nowhere. So I'm just really transparent and honest about it because I like communicating. I never know who else is in my shoes. I never know who else may feel like they're not being heard, or their voice doesn't matter, or they don't count, or whatever. So I do my lives or my podcast or my YouTube or my blog or my TikTok or my Instagram. I do all of that in hopes of being able to, inspire other people. I'm also going through a lot. This is what Vinny wrote. Sorry, you guys. I kind of forgot. Y'all can't see me. I keep thinking I'm recording a YouTube video, forgetting that I'm on the podcast, not YouTube. That's what happens when you have too many platforms. I'm also going through a lot, but yet I'm staying away from toxicity. But it's very hard to let things go. But I'll be okay. You know what, Vinny? Let me tell you something. I'm a life coach, okay? I'm a life coach. This is what I do. All right. This is literally what I do. Okay. I just got certified in June, but I've been doing this for a while, like just doing it in general. So let me tell you something, okay, Vinny? You will get through it. You are right. You will definitely get through it. Okay. And you're going to stop attracting toxic people, and you're going to stop attracting toxicity the moment that you forgive. You need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive yourself for everything you've been through. You need to forgive yourself for everything that you're going through. You need to forgive. Okay. You need to forgive. Notice I did not say let go. Okay. Notice I did not say let go. You need to forgive. The only way the let go will happen is if you forgive, okay? You need to forgive. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. If you felt disrespected by somebody and you're holding on to that, that's going to be toxic for you, baby. You're causing yourself toxicity around you. Okay, so you need to forgive. Forgive yourself for whatever you feel that you allowed yourself to go through or allowed others to do, for your situation, for your life, for your day to day. Forgive, okay? The moment you forgive, you're going to let go. That's going to happen automatically. All right? And then you're going to start attracting, more positivity around you. But in order to attract more positivity, Vinny, you have to be positive yourself. You have to start speaking to yourself in a very positive, uplifting way, okay? You cannot put yourself down. You cannot throw negative things out there in the universe, because if you do, you're going to bring it all back to yourself. And then it's not the people that are toxic, it's you that's toxic. You're causing the own toxic in your own life because you gave everybody else that power. And now you don't know how to take that power back. But it's okay. It's okay. We all go through that. I've been there. I've been there. Like, I just recently started forgiving myself. I just recently started letting go, and I'm 42. Okay. And I just recently started doing this. So, Vinny, you will get there when the time comes. Just make sure to be very positive and uplifting with yourself, please, so that you can start attracting all the positivity and no negativity. Like, for example, I'm going to give you an example. I know you said you were 24, so I'm going to give you an example. And I know you're from India, so this is like an American example, but I'll explain it and break it down to you. Um, Down here in the States, over here in the States, down here, whatever the continent or we are, and you guys actually sit at, because I can't remember right now. But wherever we fall, on your left, on your right, on your up, on your bottom, because I can't, on your left, I think we fall on your left. Okay, so down here on the left side, we like to say, a lot of people like to say, not we, because I don't, but a lot of people like to say, hey, I'm chasing the bag. I'm about to go chase the bag. I'm about to go chase that money. I'm about to go grab that money. I'm about to go get that money. I'm about to. Okay, so why are you chasing money? We should not be chasing money. Okay, we should be attracting money. Money should be attracted to us. Money should flow easily to us. Okay, we should not be chasing anything. That means when you're chasing, it's running from you. It's running away from you, away from your grasp, away from your account, away from your hands, away from your family. So why would I want to chase the bag? I don't want to chase the bag. I want to attract the bag. I want to draw the bag like a magnet. Okay. So that's why it's important that you talk to yourself kind and in a positive way, because the more that you uplift your vibration, the more that you uplift yourself spiritually and just believe, man, I'm the shit. Get cocky with it, okay, Vinny? Get very cocky with it, all right? Vinny said attracting it instead of chasing is necessary. Correct. Very, 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 very necessary. All right. So that was my example. You got it. I'm happy you got it. But with that being said, be kind to yourself. Okay. Be positive to yourself. Like, talk to yourself. Vinny, be in your head and be like, Vinny, you the shit, man. You got this, Vinny. I don't care what's around you, Vinny, but you about to accomplish this. Okay. That's what you got to sit there and tell yourself, boo. All right. Don't let nobody else tell you nothing different. You feel me? That's what you got to sit there and tell yourself. If you ain't going to have no cheerleader, Vinny, okay? You ain't going to have no cheerleader, be your own cheerleader, baby. Like, I'm being my own cheerleader right now. I don't know how to say the next person's name, but hi, cool. I hope I'm not butchering your name, but hi. I just want to acknowledge you and say hi. But, Vinny, yes, baby, okay? You got it. You understood it? You got the assignment, Vinny? Do you understand the assignment? What's up? I need to know, Vinny. I'm gonna need that type on that screen. Let me see. I do. Yay! Good job, Vinny. Awesome. Fantastic. See, that's called life coaching right there. That's called life coaching right there. One-sided life coaching, because you really weren't on here. But it's called life coaching right there, boo. You got this, man. Don't let nothing or nobody else rock your world outside. Don't give nobody that control. The only person that controls that is you. Just remember that. Keep that positivity. Keep that positive mind frame. The world can go fuck itself. Let it fuck itself. Just don't go along with it. You feel me? Don't. You control it. Like, I'm a strong believer. Listen, ever since I've been walking in my truth, and ever since I've been okay with my mental health and knowing that I got it and acknowledging and accepting it and embracing it, man, there's no other way to live. I'm stress-free. I don't care nobody's opinions. I don't care nobody's thoughts. I don't care what nobody cares about me. I don't care what nobody thinks about me. I'm just stress-free, like completely stress-free. And I want other people to be the same way. Like, I want people to protect their peace. You feel me? Love yourself, okay? If ain't nobody else going to love you, then you make sure that you love yourself, all right? At all times, no matter what's going on around you. Hey, Mama Bear Tracy, what's going on? How you doing? Hope y'all having a good day. I'm just over here talking, just talking. I was trying to make sure I give my podcast some love. But yeah, so like Vinny, like I said, man, you got this, bro. I got faith in you, Vinny. I got faith in you. You got this, okay? You're gonna kill the game. And Vinny, I'm gonna put up my coaching website up here, okay? Hold on. Coaching with H. All right, I'm gonna give you my coaching website. I do the coaching sessions virtually. I can offer you one. You feel me? Hit me up. Go on there. Send me a message. Hit me up. Sign up for my inspirational emails. And if you ain't got no cheerleader, Vinny, I will gladly be your cheerleader. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm just a little happy right now. But I'm just happy that, Vinny got it. You feel? You're welcome, Vinny. Not a problem. Listen here, Vinny. I support those that support me, okay? And you have come on here and you actually have been interacting. You've given me your peace. I'm your cheerleader too. Oh, that was nice, Mama Bear Tracy. So what are we talking about? Everything and anything underneath the sink. So I changed my topics. I have ADHD. So my topics can start 1 minute, one thing, and they can change to the next one. But I've been pretty much going. Me and Vinny was having a nice little conversation. I was coaching him for a second there, real quick. So. Oh, you got ADD too? Oh, that's what's up. How you doing, Mama Bear? Oh, my son got ADD and my daughter got ADD. I have 2 high-functioning autistic children as well. I have ADHD, attention deficiency